Hello, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation by Amtrak Vacations of Glacier National Park by rail. I'm your host, Kyle Smith, and I am looking forward to spending some time with you today to go over some important pieces of information about this wonderful destination. So what we're going to cover today, a lot of different things, as you can see here. But first of all, if you have a pen and paper handy, please take note of our reservations telephone number at the bottom of your screen. That'll be on each slide. And so that way, if you have any questions or anything like that, you can call right on in and speak directly to our travel consultants. And please take note of our website at www.amtrakvacations.com. Everything I'm going to show you today about Glacier Park can be found online as well, and that'll be a good resource for you as well. So what we're going to cover today is why traveling to the national parks by rail is the preferred way to travel, our experts' recommendations on the top bucket list national park rail vacations, the accommodations on board the train, and much more. So I first would like to introduce you to our entire company called the Rail Bookers Group. And we have two distinct brands, Amtrak Vacations, obviously, and Rail Bookers, which focuses more on international rail travel, Alaska, Canada, Europe, and beyond. And if you use your smartphone, you can scan that QR code there in the top right-hand side of your page, and that'll sign you right up for our newsletters. So you can get all the updates on our top trending packages and destinations and so on. And if you would like to see some brochures, you can jump on each of our websites, amtrakvacations.com, as well as railbookers.com. You can download our brochures right to your computer and have those handy so you can begin to plan your next dream vacation. Now, one thing I want to lead off with today is our 2-year booking window. We have the ability to book the Amtrak and our hotel packages 2 years in advance. And that definitely makes it easier for planning purposes. Even though we're still navigating through the pandemic world to a point, a lot of people like to book well in advance, and we have that capability. And so please keep that in mind. If you're not looking to travel this year and maybe even next year and beyond, you can do that with our vacation packages. Now, these are some of the reasons why our customers love Amtrak Vacations. It's because of our rail expertise. You know, if this was a airline vacation company, this would be very straightforward. Most people understand where the flights go and how all that works, but very few people understand rail travel in terms of a vacation, and that's where the expertise comes in. And that is what we have. And so no matter what you're looking to do by rail, you can give us a call and speak directly to our travel consultants. They'll be able to whip up your the vacation package of your dreams, whatever that may be, and we can help you put all of that together. We offer you maximum flexibility, and so if you need to move your trip around a little bit, around different dates because of whatever, you have that ability with us. We have the largest rail vacation selection anywhere in North America, and no trip is too complicated for us. Just this week, I spoke with somebody who lives in Miami and wants to travel all the way to Seattle and then all the way back over about 22 days. And we went through that process, and it was a very straightforward. I know the routing personally, so I was able to guide that person through that particular rail journey and made it all real for him. And so if that's something you're looking to do, definitely let us know. Or if you just have a single destination in mind, maybe you live in the South and you want to visit a national park, or maybe you want to go to Washington, D.C. by train, try something different. We'll put all of that together for you. Now, the options that are available with Amtrak Vacations are within our vacation packages, you can add on destinations, and I'll make that real for you. You can add extra hotel nights. We can make it round trip from your hometown. Maybe you live in a rural area, and but there's an Amtrak station in your area. We can modify our package for that. You can upgrade your rail tickets as well as upgrade your sightseeing activities. Now we're going to start with the onboard accommodations on the train and just kind of a little bit about how this all comes together. And packing for the train or getting ready for a rail vacation is really no different than if you're flying somewhere. But Amtrak does things in a very smooth way. They don't nickel and dime people, and they make the check-in process smooth and easy going for you. So as a customer, you'll be able to check 2 pieces of luggage to go underneath the train. You can also carry 2 pieces of luggage on the train with you in your possession. So you're allowed up to 4 pieces of luggage total per traveler. And you could also check in at the train station 45 minutes prior to departure. So you're not going to get that rushed feeling. We've all had the experience of getting to the airport and stressing about getting through the security and the check-in process. Amtrak, even though you go through all of that, it's a different experience because it doesn't take as long. And everything is still checked off, the security list, ABC 123. So very straightforward to prepare for one of these vacations. And as I advance to the next slide here is the Amtrak systems map throughout the United States. And so if you look at the red lines across the map there, those are all the different train tracks that go across the country. So Amtrak has over 500 stations nationwide. So if you're in a major metropolitan area or you're in a rural area, chances are there is an Amtrak station near you, and our consultants will help you locate where that is so you can begin your next dream vacation. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get right into Glacier National Park Express Package. This is one of our more popular itineraries, and this journey begins in Chicago, obviously stops over at Glacier National Park, and then into Seattle, Washington. So Chicago is the kickoff for this particular itinerary, and the reason for that is because Amtrak's main hub is in Chicago, Illinois, kind of like Delta Airlines. Their home base is in Atlanta. For Amtrak, the home base is Chicago, Illinois. So all the tracks go in and out of Chicago. And that's where you're going to begin the train journey. And we also include hotel in Chicago, as it is a major city of ours that we sell. And so you'll have a couple of nights. I think we have 2 on the package in the Windy City. So you can see what Chicago has to offer you. We include a hop-on, hop-off tour, and we also include the City Pass. So you can get into the city's top attractions. You can do a harbor cruise. The hop-on, hop-off will take you out by Wrigley Field and down through Navy Pier and all the major parts of the city, of course. And then you're going to jump on the Amtrak for your overnight journey to Glacier National Park. And so Glacier Park is found in Montana, up in the northwest corner of the state. And the beautiful thing about this particular destination is that Amtrak has a stop right at East Glacier, which I do have a highlight for you. And that, let me... Sorry, my screen froze here. Give it just a second here. So I'm going to go backwards for a minute, and I'm going to start right here. So Glacier National Park. I do have a slide coming up here with the stopover, and I'll take you through that. But here is the Two Medicine Valley Lake at Glacier National Park. And so we do offer guided tours of the national park upon arrival, and one of which is a boat cruise out on the Two Medicine Valley Lake. And then on top of that, we also have the Big Sky Circle Tour, which is going to take you about 100 miles into the national park by land, so you can see everything it has to offer you. Now, never mind the typo here. They should say Seattle, but that's the next destination after Glacier National Park is an overnight trip to Seattle, Washington, and this is obviously the downtown area. You'll notice the Space Needle on the left. Most of our hotels are right in this general vicinity. And so you can see the city up close and personal upon arrival. And here is the map of how this particular package is outlined here. And so 2 nights in Chicago, the overnight journey to Glacier National Park for a 3-night stay, an overnight trip to Seattle, followed by a 2-night stay. So you're going to get that whole Northwest feeling on this particular 10-day journey here. Now, we're going to talk about Glacier National Park specifically. Never mind the Amtrak for a minute, because this is our top destination. And like I was saying before, Amtrak has a stop right at East Glacier, which makes it a very popular destination for train travelers. So here's the stop at East Glacier, as you can tell, directly behind the I'll just call it the terminal for obvious reasons. You're going to find the Glacier Park Lodge, and that's where you will be staying when you're on this particular journey with us. It's walking distance from the train station, and you'll be camped up here for 3 nights just outside the east entrance to the national park. But of course, the Getaway Journey itself is 3 days in length, or 3 nights, I should say. So all we need to do here is just substitute the Amtrak from wherever you're coming from, and our team will guide you through that. So Whether you're in the south or in the east coast or the west coast, there'll be time needed in order to get to the park. On top of that, you'll have a 3-night stay. So depending on where you are, this could be about a week journey, give or take. All right, so another popular alternative that we have for Glacier National Park is going to be our Whitefish excursion. And so we do have an option for you to stay, instead of East Glacier, you can stay in Whitefish, which is over on the west side of this particular national park. And a lot of people favor being on the west side compared to the east. And I think they're both equal in value. But Whitefish is a cool town to visit, known for its fishing expeditions. And Amtrak does have a stop there in Whitefish. We do have hotels located right in that general vicinity. And then you'll get to see the western side of the national park. And there's a lot to see there. We can set you up with a day tour. Within our package, we also offer rental cars as well. And so the Whitefish and Glacier National Park Getaway is 3 days in length, and then we'll just add the Amtrak from wherever you're coming from. So another particular journey that we have is our Essential Glacier National Park, and this one's round trip out of Chicago. And so this one includes a 2-night stay in Chicago, followed by a 2-night stay at the national park. So we'll go through the train portions here in a moment. But again, it's just an overnight trip from Chicago directly to the national park. And there we'll set you up at the Glacier Park Lodge. And then you'll have your land tours as well as your tour out on the Two Medicine Valley Lake. So 2-night stay in Glacier National Park. So a 5-day itinerary in total with round-trip transportation coming out of Chicago. And then, of course, we have one of our larger national park series, the Grand National Parks. Now, this package is going to be a little bit longer. It's 13 days in length, but it will include Yellowstone National Park, Yosemite in California, and Glacier National Park up in Montana. So if you would like to see a couple of our national parks all on one rail journey, then this is a product for you. Now, again, round trip out of Chicago, as it's the main hub. You're seeing the Navy Pier here. And we can include hotel in the Windy City if that's something you would like. And then you're going to take the overnight train to Salt Lake City, Utah. And that's where we have hotel waiting for you upon arrival. So that way the following morning, our transfer services can take you up to Yellowstone National Park for a 2-night stay. So there are no train services into Wyoming or that part of the Montana, Idaho area. So we do have a transfer for you. You're looking at Old Faithful here. And our hotels are going to be either right at the Old Faithful Inn, if that's something you're looking to do, or at the west entrance. And we do include a lower loop tour for you that will take you through the national park up close and personal. Now, the next destination here is going to be for Yosemite in California. And the train services will take you into San Francisco and just a couple of hours from the national park. And that's where the hotels are going to be. And so we have day trips for you in San Francisco. We do a Sausalito and Muir Woods cruise and that exploration. You can use the City Pass to take a bay cruise to go out underneath the Golden Gate. You can stop over in Alcatraz Island with it. But Yosemite is going to be the big adventure here as our tour will take you to the national park so you can see the beautiful waterfalls and go through the entire Yosemite Valley. And that's all done as a day trip outside of San Francisco. Now, Seattle going north is going to be the next destination. The Coast Starlight train is going to take you up to Seattle, where you'll camp out for a night to line up with the Empire Builder to head out to Glacier National Park. So you're going to take an overnight trip again, and you'll stop over at Glacier Park for 3 nights, and you'll do the tours that I've outlined earlier, that Two Medicine Valley boat cruise, as well as the Big Sky Circle tour. And then you will be overnighting again on the Amtrak, heading back into Chicago. So here's the map for you on this 15-day itinerary. As you can see, you go out of Chicago to Salt Lake, to California, to Seattle, to Glacier Park. You're going to get that whole Northwest experience there. And so that's a 15-day itinerary and a very popular package of ours. So what is it like on board the train? And there's a little bit of that mystery for some people. So I kind of want to highlight that, what you can expect on the train. Traveling by train is leisurely. It does take longer to get to the destination, but that's what people are wanting. They want to see the scenery along the way. They want that rest and relaxation on board the train without having to do the driving themselves. And so there's a couple of perks when you are on the Amtrak that I'll take you through. What I will tell you is most of our customers are spending the night on the train. So they have a sleeper car. I'm going to show you those in a moment. But there are some perks when you upgrade from coach to a sleeper car. First of which is you get priority boarding. So you don't have to wait in the line with everybody else. You're privately escorted on and off the train directly to your room car, whichever room car you reserve for yourself. On top of that, your meals are going to be included on board the train. And we'll get into that here in just a moment. So here are the coach accommodations on board Amtrak. But if you look at the male passenger here, you'll notice a few things. Number one, there's no middle seat in between him and the aisle. So you're either on the window or you're on the aisle, and there's plenty of leg room. And so you have overhead storage ahead, above you, and you are free to roam the train as you please. So you can get up out of the chair at any time. You can walk over to the observation car. You can go to the dining car. You're not stuck in your seat like you would be if you're on an airplane. And so coach is affordable. It's a great way to travel depending on the length of travel you're doing. But if you are spending the night on the train, I do encourage you to upgrade to a private sleeping accommodation. It's just going to give you a better experience on board the train. So a couple of things here to need to know about the sleepers. First of which, priority access boarding, access to a shower, and all meals included on the train. And on top of a private room, you'll also have a dedicated room car attendant who will be there to bring you toiletries, bottled water, coffee. Your daily needs are met through the room car attendant. They will prepare the rooms at night and put the beds away in the morning. You're also going to have a privacy door, so you can close the door, lock it. You can close off the room with the drapes, and if you want to take a nap in the afternoon, you definitely have that ability for that privacy. And of course, for your dining options, you can either go to the traditional dining car, or you can have your meals brought to you in your sleeper car. It's totally up to you, and your room car attendant will figure out how you want to handle that when you're on board the train. So here is a roomette. And this is the first upgrade after a coach ticket, and the roomette serves as a hybrid between the deluxe bedroom and the coach seating. So you get a private area to sit on board the train. The door will shut and latch, and in the room you'll have your chairs and your beds. Now you also have access to a shower, and that's just going to be a few steps down the hall, so you can take care of your daily hygiene needs and so forth. And here's what a roomette looks like at night when the beds are in place. So it is a cozy room. The beds are long, so I'm over 6 feet myself, so I had plenty of leg room when I was on the roomettes last year on a personal vacation I took, and I just enjoyed that experience. So here are the dimensions for a roomette. And then here is the deluxe bedroom, which is the exact opposite of the roomette. So it's a much larger living space inside the bedroom, full bathroom and shower inside the room for complete and total privacy. And so you can hang out in the room as much as you'd like, but you can also go to the observation car or dining car at any given time. Here's what the bedroom looks like when the beds are in place. And so when you enter the room here, you have your vanity. Through that door, you'll find the shower and the bathroom. And then, of course, your bunk bed fashion with a step ladder. And you can roam into your room quite freely here. It's a lot larger than a roomette. Here are the exact dimensions in case you're wondering. And these are the most popular accommodations on board the Amtrak. Now, Amtrak is ADA accessible, so if you are a member of your traveling party or in a wheelchair, you use a walker, that sort of a thing, you could reserve a handicap accessible room. And just let us know you require that when you call us in so we can start to reserve those for you. Okay, and last couple of things to go over before we're done today. Amtrak does offer daily discounts for children, senior citizens, and active military. So if you or someone you're traveling with are in one of these three categories, let us know, and that'll be applied to the rail portion of your vacation. Don't forget about our digital brochures. You can find those online at amtrakvacations.com, and You can download them and thumb through them, but just simply give us a call if you would like to put together your next vacation with us. And we're always available to answer your questions just simply by picking up the phone, our business hours, our website, or you can contact your local travel advisor. I know a lot of our customers go through travel agencies to do the day-by-day planning. So if you feel more comfortable doing that, no problem whatsoever. We partner with travel agents as well, so we can definitely reserve your vacations through them. So I do want to thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation today. I hope you enjoyed what you see, and we hope to see you on board with us very soon. Enjoy your day and take care.